The Earth has a heartbeat. Like thunder, her soil trembles with every passing second. Below the surface, her roots run deep, creating a network of ancient memories and events. And today, one such event will take place in monumental scale. A prehistoric event shaped by time, an event so colossal, so mesmerizing, so intimidating, that Earth herself holds her breath. Today marks the start of the annual migration. Creatures of all shapes and sizes gather, motivated by a shared mutual longing that is embedded in their DNA, to reach paradise. Babies, youngsters, adults and elder gather to ensure that numbers equal safety. From the humongous Argentinosaur to the small but fearless Nasutoceratops, this giant herd is full of variety and character. This brown Nasutoceratops female has only recently found company within her own kind, and with that, a mate for life. Above the towering giants, a little Rhamphorhynchus makes his presence known. Leading the migration is an elder female Triceratops. She has made this journey countless times and is the only one capable of leading all safely to their destiny. For all these young born this year, this is their very first migration. Hopefully, the first of many more to come. Mothers and fathers keep a watchful eye on their offspring as they zigzag through the herd. And smaller, agile creatures like this Struthi prefer to move ahead and scout. All members of this migration have their own duties to fulfill, following characteristics that make them who they are. And for this Barsboldia calf, a new world opens. She has never seen all this in her life and is more than excited to go ahead and explore. Poor parents, they have their work cut out for them. A golden oasis awaits. With a salty sea breeze rolling over golden grass, the migration will soon venture into a very different landscape. Listen carefully. They are here. The elder female Triceratops has led the giant herd safely towards the savanna grasslands, lands that provide nutrients for all species present, ensuring full bellies and high spirits. Huddled safely between mum and dad, our little Barsboldia calf seems to be gobsmacked. For her, setting foot in lands like these feel like entering a giant playground. Like the scene of a movie, cloaked in sunset colors, the migration continues. And of course, with the scouts looking ahead. With all this commotion in a usually quiet place, naturally, predators are not far behind. However, you don't need to be a genius to understand that hunting this herd will probably be the last hunt they will ever embark on. So, they will simply be spectators to a monumental happening. The migration will continue throughout the night. Later that evening, the Argentinosaur finally arrive. As the lumbering giants that they are, they move slower, but never lose sight of the herd. Hours and hours have since passed. Moving through the desolate pass, many creatures present are starting to feel the effects of lack of sleep. Unfortunately, last night did claim the life of one unfortunate soul. Luckily, our Busboldia calf made it safely to another day. This is thanks to the protective parents that linger by her side every moment. Amongst towering walls, pillars and scenery of ancient stone, witnessing these colossal giants passing through is truly a sight to behold. The earth on which they walk has been imprinted by years and years of family members passing along the same route. Days have passed. Finally, the herd has reached the first stop. Do not be fooled. This burned forest might not look like much, but in fact, the ashes provide rich minerals in both soil and foliage. Sprouting roots, salt stones, and even sand itself is more than enough for most to turn into a valuable meal. Exhausted but content, the Triceratops seem relieved to finally be able to take a rest. And, perhaps even more important than food, water. It might not look like much, but this little pond is deep, ever supplied by an underground well. Both water and food are packed full of minerals. This will fuel the herd for the journey that is yet to come. Amongst all excitement, one of the smaller travelers got trampled. For this little one, paradise now lies within the afterlife. As tragic of a loss as it is, for the other ones, paradise comes closer and closer each minute. Everyone is doing their thing, feeding, drinking, resting. Finally, there's some time to do something else than walking, and walking. And for the spicy Nasutoceratops, something else means only one thing: sparring. Nasutoceratops spar to bond, establish hierarchy, and to play. This Argentinosaur seems genuinely confused. Why waste energy when you can sleep? Rain, strong winds, an uninviting evening. But for someone else, This foggy night paints the perfect canvas. A mape, also known as the Joker amongst carnivores. He doesn't want food, he wants chaos. Time to say goodbye to a good night's rest. Morning has broken. Despite the, well, restless night, everyone seems excited and joyful to continue on their journey. And luckily for the herd, these two giganotosaurs already claimed their breakfast. More adventures lay ahead. The sun will guide their path that will be leading them closer and closer to the promised lands. After hours and hours of moving beneath the rising heat, it seems like the herd has gained a few new travelers willing to join. Expanding in size, the already gigantic herd grows even bigger. Two Utahraptors gaze upon the sheer size of this migration. Finally, after filling up on water, the leading Triceratops signals that it is time to cross and continue. Growing lack of sleep, tensions brew beneath the surface. One of the female Nasutoceratops attempts to present a gift to the leading bull. The brown female, however, is having none of it. Aggressively, she warns her. It is very unusual for females to confront each other, but given the circumstances, it is understandable. A juvenile Parasaurolophus stands frightened beside a tree. His father, an experienced bull, calls for him. After a few minutes, the lead bull places himself between the brawling ladies. Energy must be saved. Enough is enough. If all goes to plan, the migration will reach its destination within half a day. But it seems like there is no clear path carved out for our weary travelers. The herd has been stalked for hours at this point, yet not a single soul has spotted the danger lurking from within the pine trees. In a few moments, we will witness firsthand why this particular Triceratops is the leader of this ancient event. That is why she leads them all. It's getting close now. Paradise. Just a few more miles ahead of them before they can settle down and claim their new home. Almost as if there's two gatekeepers from the underworld, two apex predators await their arrival. With the fields of paradise below the herd's feet, this final hurdle is going to be the most challenging one. Amongst all members, this Parasaurolophus bull is by far the oldest. Being blind on one eye, he is more vulnerable than others. The old bull gave his life to protect his offspring. He passed right at Paradise's doorstep. He will provide enough food for all carnivores around, granting safe passage to all that migrated weeks and weeks to get to this very moment in time. Lush green fields embrace the first souls that canter forward. As the evening falls, last of the vibrant rays cast light over the one place that all who are about to enter dreamed of for so long. And on the horizon, over the edge of this hill, it's finally there. Paradise awaits.